So for those unaware, Tipster has been in some drama recently. Tipster and Keffels decided to defend Vosh's lolicon horse hentai and his pedophilic debate bro statements. This has been going on for a while, and it's been humorous to watch Tipster fall into the same traps over and over again, but I didn't feel it was anything noteworthy to cover until his latest video on the drama came out. I've never seen someone shadowbox himself into a TKO, but Tipster basically set himself up to get dumpstered.
If you want my honest opinion about what happened with Vosh and the stuff that was on his computer, I think that he was insanely careless, and I don't think that shit should have been on his computer. I think it's a real problem that he had that shit on his computer, and I think he should be more careful in the future. Now, I know a lot of people are like instantly condemning him because like, oh, he had, you know, supposedly lolly on his computer. Supposedly lolly.
I don't know why you're still defending Vosh's lolly folder this hard. The man has admitted it's a lolly.
The other one is like a threesome with 2 chicks and a guy. And in retrospect, looking at it, knowing now that that artist is a lolicon, yeah, I can see it.
You can rest, soldier. The Battle of Lolly Hill's been over.
The issue here is that like when you're talking about like hentai and anime and stuff like that, the art style is so ambiguous that sometimes you could be looking at a character that looks like an adult character and then you later find out it's not an adult character.
I want to know how the same guy 3 times in a row doesn't know what a lolly is. Rum and Dump, Chris Tyson, and Vosh. You're the only unwrangled tard in this community that can't tell the difference between a petite woman and a lolly. Sure, sometimes it can be tough as hell, but the ones you're going to bat for are all obviously fucking children.
I had a friend. She's an artist. She follows several other artists on Twitter. So art is constantly shown in her Twitter feed. Stuff gets retweeted into her Twitter feed, etc. Okay? And so while she was scrolling through her feed, according to what she says, she accidentally liked something that the community later deemed to be lolly.
Now, if you're any reasonable person, you'll listen to what Tipster is saying and say, yeah, that's not a big deal. You're sticking up for a friend who made a mistake. Again, he sounds completely reasonable here, just a friend sticking up for a friend. But if you were there at the time when he was live tweeting, you'd see banger tweets like, I see the usual suspects trying to call out someone for liking lolly when they don't know what the fuck lolly actually is. Some things never change. Boblax came in to clarify, it's lolly Tipster, it's a cartoon child in nothing but a strip of clothing covering the flat chest and crotch. Had to unfollow Rum because her liking that post put that disgusting shit on my timeline. Our main man Tipster came in with the chair shot response. Why is it a child? Because it has small tits? Guess grown-ass women never had small tits before. Dude was actively fighting with other commentators over if this drawing was a lolly or not. If you only had the side of the story that wasn't deleted, then yeah, W Tipster coming in clutch for Rum, but that isn't the case. He's twisting the narrative after the fact to make it seem better than it was. I'll throw the rest of the tweets I could dig up on screen, but right now I feel like I've made my point.
Alright guys, so as you know, there's been a lot of people on the internet making a big deal about the fact that Chris Tyson from the Mr. Beast crew came out as gender non-conforming recently, and they're trying to like make a lot of outrage and drama surrounding somebody basically just trying to live their life. But it's gotten to the point where people started digging into like old tweets of theirs and stuff like that to find some reason to cancel them. And the latest thing is that apparently Chris Tyson is a pedophile because he made some edgy jokes about lolly and kids.
For those of you who don't remember when Chris Tyson came out as gender non-conforming online, everyone gave them shit. They were being pretty hateful people, and they started digging through his older tweets. The intentions behind the search weren't good, but they sure did show results. Chris posted to Twitter an image of some shad base art. We don't know if he bought it or if he printed it out, but we do know that he had physical images of lolicon in his house. Let's see what Tipster had to say about it.
Chris allegedly owned, like there was a picture he posted on Twitter of him owning like a piece of artwork by Shadman. And I've seen the artwork in question. I'm not going to show it on stream for obvious reasons. But the artwork looked like it depicted someone who was of adult age. It looked like somebody who was very petite, kind of like a Belle Delphine type figure. It might have even been a drawing of Belle Delphine. I'm not really sure.
I genuinely don't know why he compared the lolly shit Chris owned to Belle Delphine, but because of that, I went through the displeasure of going through Shad's website and grabbed the closest thing to a safe for work image of Belle Delphine on there. There isn't any actual nudity, but I did censor the half of the image to be safe. In said images, she is very clearly a grown-ass woman, not a fucking child. I'll put the two side by side so those of you with a IQ higher than 2 can see what I mean.
There's this reality star known as Shauna Ray or something like that. And this is a reality star who has some kind of disability where they're 22, 23 years old, but they look like a child because of the disability they have. It's kind of similar to what Andy Milonakis has, where like Andy Milonakis is in his 40s, but he looks like a fucking kid, right? So some people have taken my previous coverage of that situation, more specifically a tweet, and we'll take a look at the tweet in a second. And they're referencing this article here. The headline of this article is 22-year-old who is stuck in the body of an 8-year-old admits her parents are afraid she will attract pedophiles because of her childlike appearance as she opens up about dating struggles. Okay?
Okay, I'll just say it how it is. This is easily the worst thing he has ever done. It genuinely astounds me how fucking retarded you have to be in order to come to the conclusion this man came to. On January 23rd, 2023, Tipster tweeted out, "She's 23, he's 26, but because her disability makes her short and look younger, him dating her is a red flag. This is literally the dumbest shit I have ever heard. People are so desperate for a pedo hunt that they're turning two adults dating each other into a pedo situation." And he responded to the criticism of this take with, "Pedos aren't attracted to people who look young, they're attracted to people who are young. By that logic, anyone who is attracted to Kiwi Sunset or Belle Delphine is a pedo. SMH. Personally, I couldn't care less about how Tipster tries to spin it. You can watch the video I'm responding to, timestamp in the description. There is no way to defend this take. We're talking about a grown woman who's trapped in the body of an 8-year-old. If you took a single moment to Google her, which he easily could have, this tweet was a year after the article was posted, he would have seen her family statements. My main concern with guys who are interested in Shauna is, I don't want to say it, but you kind of think, why are you looking at my daughter? She looks 7. I know she's mature when you speak to her, but you look at my child and go, hey, I want to date that. It's questionable. This is a mother who is terrified that her daughter is going to attract losers, creeps, and pedos, yet you come out here trying to say that, and I quote, pedos aren't attracted to people who look young, they're attracted to people who are young.
When I tweeted the tweet with my criticism of H3, I did try to tweet it in a way that it wasn't aggressive, or I wasn't trying to be like crazy argumentative or whatever. I wanted to state my criticism, but I didn't want to be a dick about it, okay? I tweeted that tweet, I went to bed, and I woke up to utter fucking chaos because Ethan saw my tweet, Ethan didn't like my tweet, and Ethan responded to my tweet. As a result of that, I was getting a barrage of fucking hate. People were very fucking mad.
You are such a crybaby, Tipster. You stuck your nose into a controversy, criticized someone, and you're shocked that they're gonna criticize you back?
And several of my friends came to my defense as a result of that. One of those people being Keffels. And because of that, they got so much shit. And I just want to take a moment to apologize to my friends for that. When I posted that tweet, I did not mean for that to happen. And I am genuinely sorry that you guys got harassed and attacked because of my actions. I learned from this experience that I need to, before I do things, I need to better reflect on how my actions affect other people around me. And I'm sorry that happened.
Let's be real, man. We're going to be back here again a year from now. I'll be making another video on you because you decided to die on Lolly Hill. This Vosh situation is the 4th time you've done this. You're a fucking lolcow, man. You've got that inexplicable urge to just go out there, open your mouth, and say the worst things imaginable. If I was your friend, I would tell you to not defend me because you make everything look worse by opening your mouth.
The other thing is, this whole experience has honestly ruined anime for me in general. I said it before, like, hentai was never my thing, but if you're into hentai, honestly, just stay the fuck away from that shit, because holy fuck, like, you could look at something that looks perfectly fine and then later find out it's lolly, and then you could find yourself in a situation like this. So this whole situation has honestly ruined anime for me so fucking much that I never want to watch anime again. I don't want anything to do with anime.
You are the biggest man-child known to man. You keep putting yourself into these situations, and when you get hit in the face, your response is, I don't like it no more, get rid of it, and to toss everything into the trash. It's just pathetic.
I got my waist bin here, and I got some of my anime. We got Death Note, one of my favorites. Fuck it, throw it in the bin. We got some Dragon Ball Z, another great anime show. Throw it in the fucking bin. Robotech seems pretty harmless, but who knows? Maybe there's some lolly in there. Throw it in the fucking bin. Ease, based on one of my favorite RPG franchises, in the fucking bin.
Tipster, there's a difference between anime and hentai. One is to be watched and enjoyed, the other is to crank one out to. Even in ecchi shows like High School of the Dead, yeah, the show's trying to get a reaction out of you with its weird moments. The main goal here is to entertain, not to get you to rub one out. When Vosh saved that lolly horse hentai to his computer, that wasn't there for anything else but to bust a nut too. I doubt you're whipping your cock out to DVD single of Dragon Ball Z, specifically Volume 10 of Rebirth. I doubt you've got a big fat fucking erection in your hand watching the fake Namek arc, you dumb fuck. With that said, I'm done here. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm fucking out.